Is it just me, or does anyone else find it even a little funny that Sleepy Joe Biden, who's obviously too cognitively impaired to hold office, managed to get the Republican Party at their presidential nominating convention, a convention that costs tens of millions of dollars, to spend the entire week attacking a candidate who's not even running for office?
It's dadgum diabolical, and it's exactly the right path. Exactly the right way forward. You have to understand how the minimally melanated white supremacists think. They think with a very lazy and unchallenged mind. They think that because they have a Yale degree or a Harvard degree or this degree, that they're in control. The problem with privilege, what it does is it gets you habituated to yourself, your plans working out. Because your plans factor in the fact of success based on the fact that you are minimally melanated. And that white supremacy will float you along, however truly mediocre you are. So you all need to go back and watch that Nope video. And then I want you to begin to listen to Black women and to people of color, BIPOC. And then I want you to look at white white supremacy and its history in this country. Look at how the minimally melanated, the people with the evolutionary disadvantage, look at how they have conducted themselves. And you're just going to see more of that, because that's all Project 2025 is it shows you that the privileged, the minimally melanated, and you all need to begin to say that, the minimally melanated are used to whatever they put their hand to, however mediocre their ideas, that's just going to work. They control God, so they control where your spirit goes. And they've even got many people convinced that white Jesus, or whether it's the brown-skinned Jew from Judea, who's really a puppet that they stuck their hand into, and it's been talking on behalf of white supremacy, and it trumpets out the ideas of white supremacy through a melanated mask. But the thing that is puppeteering and controlling it is white supremacy. And so it's got a lot of people convinced of some things that are going to be disemboweled and unwound and challenged over the next couple of months. And I want you guys to, and I'll keep telling you this, I've been telling you this for a while, be very careful. Because there are a lot of people who have been programmed, and they've been programmed in their Christian churches, they've been programmed in their conservative circles, and they've been programmed in their privileged, minimal, melanated states in society that things are supposed to happen a certain way. God wants it, men want it, the minimally melanated want it, the token BIPOC want it, and this is the way life is supposed to be. They're about to fracture. Because the kind of shaking up that's coming is healthy for humanity. They're all going to continue to say that we're in the end of times, and the world is, things are about to end, and for the Christians are going to start talking about Jesus is coming back, and things are about to come to an end, when they are so detached from reality that they don't realize we're just in an age of evolution. And what we're going through right now, it's like anybody else giving birth. It's like that head coming through of the child that's about to be born, and it can be squished and distorted, and it's painful for both the mother and the child. We are the children, okay? We are the ones who are being birthed into something else. And so if we had to have had these telephones and cameras and things, we would have seen the same thing when people were being pulled, kicking and screaming out of a society based on enslavement, right? The ignorance of the caste system that was created in order to subjugate one people to the whims of others, right? And you would have seen the same craziness that's going on. I will continue making videos. You all need to continue making videos. I'm going to shorten this really quickly. You all are going to have to, I told you guys a couple of months ago, I was telling you last year, buckle up, because you're going to see a level of insanity that's going to keep going and going. 25, you're probably going to see some in 26. You just really, I don't even know if by 27, after all of the terrorism that may get kicked off, right? And if you're a praying person, you better be praying against that, because The shot that was fired at Trump was just a warning shot at white supremacy, at conservatism, at that ideology and way of being. And it's used to surviving the warning shot. It's used to limping along and continuing to move forward, because human beings who enjoy the caste system, you know, the tokens of the BIPOC, you know, the and then also the minimally melanated, they are used to being able to come out and say, as you're seeing all over the internet, that white supremacy survived being taken out. And they never do the work of integrating themselves, pulling themselves apart from the toxic ways of being and beliefs and caste systems that should have been done away with hundreds of years ago. And I'm thankful that we have telephones, and I'm thankful that we've had the Karen Revolution, and we've had Me Too, and we've had BLM, we have all that kind of stuff. But the test of if we are going to fight for a better future, if we're going to have a different and better future, is coming. It's actually here. It's actually here. So you're going to have to, even if the internet goes, the electricity goes, explosions, assassination attempts, y'all are going to have to start living through some pretty diabolical stuff. And some pretty much, you know, the white terrorism, the minimally melanated who have been programmed to think that despite their poverty, despite their oppressed state, they're still better because they're in a caste above the BIPOC who have the evolutionary advantage. And so as they are being, all that is another twist of, let's non-spiritualize it. As they are being pulled from this reality being real, and they are going to be shown just how insane they are, and everyone's going to see it. Everyone's seeing American insanity right now. Not American like the average person. It's the vulture and parasite classes. They're seeing the insanity of it, that they are willing to kill, steal, and destroy, blow babies apart in order to get more money. Y'all are about to see a whole other level of the minimally melanated tantruming, just tantruming. And my hope is that that is as bloodless as possible. My hope. So anyway, buckle up. Don't lose hope. I hope to see you all at the other side of this. If we're still able to use these telephones, because they're coming for them. I don't know if you all are, you have the capacity to to look at the data, and you're like many of us. You have several skills that you don't actively talk about. Buckle up and prepare yourself, because Trump is just an outward manifestation of who they are. The fact that their version of God wants a P3DO as the leader of all things. Yeah, that's not something that you get rid of very easily. It's going to take generations of us who had to suffer from it, and all of us saying, that's it. And then you raise generations of children after that to say that no more. No more. This was the line in the sand. These were the insane, and we're not going to do it anymore. Don't do it, and you're going to be struggling through the mediocre, minimally melanated, the world that they're going to create. Anyway, good luck.